How is the housing market in 91913? Well, I'll be honest with you. It's kind of an oasis of pretty good news in a sea of troubling zip codes. In this past November, last full month, the average house in 91913 sold for $715,000. That's up 13.5% compared to the year before. And it only took 15 days to get that price versus 36 days a year before. New listings were 29 versus 42. That's very important because the strong market we've enjoyed this past year in general hasn't been based on an influx of thousands of strong qualified buyers. It's been based on a shortage of inventory. And 29 versus 42, that's pretty short. So that's supporting the market. You know, the real good news, I have to admit, is that actual sales were 33 versus 40 the year before. Down, it is true, but only down 17.5% versus down 43% in September and down 55% in October. So 91913 looking pretty good. I do have to admit though, I have a certain concern because we have a general situation in terms of our economy and housing that is troubling. You know, we have I'm told 1 out of 6 small businesses that went under this past year. You know, the economic strength we did have last year was based very strongly on government economic stimulus that's promised in some quantity, not guaranteed, and what does come through is likely to be quite a bit less than last year, and high unemployment. You put all that together and doesn't point toward what I could safely say is a strong economic year in 2021. My best advice is that you sit down with a qualified professional and devise a strategy for next year and the years beyond that maximize your position regardless of how the markets turn. My name is Larry Breitfelder-Navas with Coldwell Banker Royal Realty. I'd be more than happy to sit down with you and talk with you about this, or given the virus, just talk on the phone or on Zoom or any of those other online devices. Thank you for your time.